Hey guys, and welcome to our new rubric, The Syntech Show. And our first guest for today is the founder of the biggest charity in Medway, The Second Chance, managing director of MRC Lettings, and such as a great person with a warm heart, Penny Cavill. In her charity, they give hope for hopeless and support people and families in various fields such as food aids, domestic violence, emergency housing, and help to find a job. In short, they really give to people a second chance. So, Penny is a kind and creative person who shares her challenges during Corona time and how her team and IT keeps her business running. So, listen and enjoy the interview. Hi, Penny.
Hello, good morning.
How are you today? You look
I'm
great.
very well, thank you. You?
I'm pretty good. Thank you so much. So we can start. Welcome to our first podcast, first Syntech podcast. And the first question, tell us about your organization. Tell us about the second chance.
Right, okay. So originally, 2010, we opened a letting agency primarily for people that couldn't be housed elsewhere, that landlords and agents didn't want. Um, these were people that were struggling previously with housing. To come 2015, realised couldn't do it all on our own, so we opened up a charity, Second Chance Medway. And that's so that we could provide support to anybody in crisis, whether it be housing crisis or benefits or debt or domestic abuse, anything that they've got a crisis with, financial. Um, they can come here at our community hub, at Second Chance Medway Community Hub, which is 105 High Street, Chatham, Argos End. I'm not sure why I always say Argos End because they never advertise us, but I always advertise them. Anyway, so they can come here. During COVID, it's always been on appointment because of distancing and one thing or another. But they can come here, they can see one of the support workers, and they can speak in confidence and tell us all their problems and their issues. And we can come up with solutions. We can help them. If it's housing, we can advise them if their landlord is illegally evicting them, if they have any issues with rents and things like that. We can help them get a discretionary housing payment if that merits it, to help clear arrears, to secure their property. To our aim is to help families secure long-term homes. With a long-term home, the family's bound to do better educationally, work-wise, and within the community. Our services are all geared towards that aim, to get long-term tenancy, secure homes. And if there is a problem within the home, whether it be debt, whether it be domestic violence, whether it be mental health, it normally gears back to some sort of difficulty with finding the right home. So that's what we do. Our crisis support includes financial, social, employability, isolation, mental health, and food poverty. And it's available to the homeless, those threatened with homelessness, the unemployed, the working, and everyone in between. We never turn anybody away. Um, our motto is we're stronger together. We defeating crises and building futures, because that is our ethos. One of the biggest projects we've got at the moment is our food aid project, which comes under our second helping scheme. We provide food at about a third the cost of supermarkets, so you can get a full range of food, meat, fruit, vegetables, full pantry items, toiletries, household, and it's a lot cheaper. An average £100 shop for a family could cost anything between 35 and 45 here, depending how much meat you have. The meat is freshly delivered by Fairview local butchers on a weekly basis. And yeah, we started off with 50 people coming to our food aid. We're now up to just over 1,200. that we feed on a regular basis. Majority of the people, the families that come to us for the food aid, for the Second Helpings project, have never been to a food bank. They don't see themselves as charity
Mm-hmm.
cases yet. So they like the idea of coming here because it's run like a proper supermarket. They have a
Mm-hmm.
supermarket trolley that can go around. They can make the choices, and then they pay for it at the till. Um, we always have loads of special offers, bargains, free items, raffles, anything that will make the food basket cheaper at the end of the week. So, as I say, we've been going since 2015, and yeah, we're still going strong.
That's incredible, Penny. And how did it come up with the idea to create the second chance? Because I know that you are creators, that you're owner and director. So tell
We
us about your story.
we
What was your
we come
motivation?
about we come about with second chance. I thought of several different names, trying to think of things that were appropriate that said what we did on the tin. And second chance just seemed to fit everything. Um, People are entitled to a second chance in life. Most of us, one way or another, make mistakes, go down the wrong path, make the wrong choices, and we
Yes.
are all entitled to a second chance. And we like to give people a second chance, whether they just come out of prison, whether fleeing domestic violence, whether they have had a mental breakdown before, whether they've uh, got all their finances wrong and they're up to, the serious debt problems. We can help them out of those crises. We can give them that second chance in life to achieve something, to make something of their lives.
Wow, it's really amazing. And where do you find your main inspiration to work in second chance? Because it's
Oh,
really
it,
hard.
there's nothing better than seeing a young mum leave here with a big smile on her face, knowing she can afford to feed her children. They turn up here, shoulders slumped, um, really depressed, don't know where to go, don't know which way to turn. They speak to one of our support workers, they do some shopping, and they leave looking 6 foot tall with a big smile on their face. They've found somebody that cares, somebody that understands, somebody that helps. And on top of all that, they can leave with a full week's shopping, knowing it's not going to burst the budget and that they've got the rest of their money to pay their bills and do whatever they do. We don't just help the unemployed. We help people that are working as well, because our ethos is there's nothing worse than just working to pay the bills. So if people shop here, they don't work to pay the bills. At the end of the month, they have spare money because their shopping bill is less, and that's one of the biggest outlays. After mortgage and rent, your food bill is one of your biggest outlays. And if we can save the money, on average, an average family is saving about £200 a month. And that £200 a month can treat the kids, can take your partner out, can save towards that bit of furniture, can help pay off some bills, and to save for a family holiday when we're allowed to go on one. So it does make a big difference whether they're unemployed, employed, homeless, or anything in between. So yeah, we do find it makes an awful lot of difference. And our clients are recommendation from original clients. So somebody will come in and recommend a mother, a sister, a brother, an uncle, a granddad, and then they'll come in and they'll recommend a colleague, a neighbour. Yeah, we do very little advertising, very little marketing. We don't need to. It's all word of mouth, and
Yes,
and
yes, yeah.
that word is good. So
So
yeah,
it worked because of the connection.
yeah.
Okay.
We try and connect with other outside organisations, because if somebody comes in with an issue that we can't deal with, that way we can always refer them on. So sometimes there's a matter we cannot deal with. If their financial debt has gone too far, we might recommend them to CAP, Christians Against Poverty, or
Mhm.
something like that. And we work closely with DWP for training and for job search, and we work with Sure Trust and RBLI. We work with an awful lot of outside organisations to give the clients the best opportunity we can and give them all the right information.
Okay. And by the way, I'm sure that you had a lot of challenges during the quarantine, during the pandemic time. So actually, how did you deal with all of them?
We work during COVID. We worked from behind closed doors. All our support was done by phone, and our shopping, people could either have it delivered, and we still do a delivery service to the isolated and vulnerable and the older people and people that got children that can't get to the shops. But we did all our support by phone, and we did all the shopping by either delivery, but generally what they would do is they would phone us or we would phone them. We would take an order over the phone. By the front door, they would turn up and take it and make a payment by bank transfer, or we would deliver it. And we found an awful lot of more people turning to us during the pandemic. There was an awful lot more domestic violence, an awful lot more mental health issues, people struggling to cope with children at home and struggling to feed them all. So yeah, and during COVID, majority of staff. Second Chance is run by volunteers. I'm a volunteer all the way through down to our caretaker. We are all volunteers. And one by one, we all got COVID during the lockdown. I myself had COVID at Christmas, very poorly, very poorly. Um, and I've suffered with long COVID ever since, which is like the last 6 months or so. We and I It causes me to suffer with complete exhaustion all the time and with high levels of anxiety where I feel like I'm having a panic attack and brain fog. Brain fog's awful. Get halfway through the conversation and don't know what I'm talking about. I'm fairly free flowing now because I'm talking about something that I'm very passionate about. So
Mhm.
I don't have to think about what I'm saying. It's just there. Um, but yeah, it's been a struggle. I used to work 12-hour days and think nothing of it. At the moment, I'm struggling to work a 4-hour day, but I have some tremendous staff that are supporting us. And my workload is being shifted to several various people, and everybody's picking up and doing the work. So there's no obvious downturn in services just because I'm not being able to do the hours. That we've got extra support workers in, we've got extra shop workers in, and we've got some tremendous trustees that all pick up the mantle. They're all doing a fair share of the work. So yeah, we've got a great team here. Couldn't do it without the team.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so incredible because I can imagine it. My family actually last year they had a coronavirus as well, and my mom she still has a problem with the
Yeah,
breathing, so it's
yeah.
really horrible. Yeah, but you're a really strong person, Penny. I really admire such a strong person as
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you for sharing your story. I was really exciting to listen you. It was pleasure for me to know more about the second chance, to know more about your challenges. And now, how do you feel?
Our biggest challenge has always been finances. It's always been getting grants in. It's always been um, applying for the right grant at the right time and having the right write up. I haven't always had the time. It's a catch 22. I need the time to write up the bids. I need the bids to afford more staff. So I've got the time. Um, but I've got a couple of members of the trustees now that are helping with the bid writing. So we're writing up more bids, we're submitting more bids. So hopefully this year it'll be better financially. And I've always said, if we can do all this on a £5 note, just think
Mhm.
what we could do if we were properly
Yes,
and
yes,
fully
yes,
funded.
yes.
We are independent. We're not linked to any major um, charitable fund. We're not linked to government. We're not linked to local council. We are totally independent. Um, but we've managed 5 years. We've seen others come and go. We've managed 5 years. We've just gone past our 6th birthday. Yeah, we're still going strong. We're looking to expand this year. We
Mm-hmm.
want to open other hubs, but
Okay.
that all costs money. We want to open other hubs, and we are Second Chance Medway. But future plans are looking at Second Chance Maidstone, Second Chance Swale. So we're looking at other areas as well as other hubs within the Medway towns. And it all costs money. So we're busy writing up bids and looking for financial support in the local community as well as the charitable organisations that are out there.
Okay. Okay, Penny, thank you. And I'm sure everything will be fine and everything will be really great. So now let's go over to the work part and tell us about the main thing. How long do you work with us? How long do you work with Syntax?
Right, okay. I met Brett, your managing director, through housing. He's a great guy, absolutely great guy. Loves what we do, totally backs us. And we got talking and didn't realise he was into IT. So he came in. He supported us with the IT, with the flexi desk, and with the server and everything, and all our IT requirements, our emails. We can all log on in the morning and get straight to our work. It's fantastic. And he went the extra mile because he's so supportive of us. He provides all the services for free as a charitable donation,
Yeah,
which
I
is
know.
so very kind of him. And it makes a big difference to us, a real big difference to us. The services are excellent. I only have to pop an email and say I'm having a problem with this, or can you help me with that? And I get a call back straight away. And nothing is too much effort. And it doesn't matter how many times they do the same job because somebody's struggling with IT, because not all volunteers are 100% okay with their IT systems. And they're a joy to work with. Your technicians, your office staff, your account staff, your management are an absolute joy to work with.
And what service are we providing you? I suppose FlexiDesk, right?
FlexiDesk, yeah, which gives us the full IT service,
Okay.
which allows us to log into a remote desktop, our server, and all our whole system are kept on that server. And we know it's totally secure. And from that, we each have our own personal emails, and we have a complete system on our server whereby whatever we want to do, it's there, it's available. So yeah, the full IT service, the full IT, whatever we want IT wise, it's provided.
And what did you use before FlexiDesk? How did you set up your IT before?
We initially we were very much one person, one desktop, and we couldn't share files and one thing or another. Then we had an external hard drive in the office, which wasn't very successful. We've often used external fobs to swap fobs around, but that wasn't very successful. We went to another Medway company and had IT services there, but they were nothing like to what we're receiving now. It was an easy choice. It was a definitely easy choice when Brett went through all what was available to us. It was an easy choice. I can't explain all the different services, but just to say that the IT services are second to none, and everything that we need is there, from emails, from support, technicians, setting up new equipment, whether it be iPads or laptops or desktops. Yeah, we get the service. We get the service that we need. It's really good, and it makes a difference to our working day.
So it's not necessary to ask now about how it improves your productivity because I can see that really help you to improve your productivity.
On with our work in the morning, and we all have our own private log on, but we all log on to the main server, so we can but all use the same documents and but yeah, productivity, it makes a big difference. It makes life so much easier when you can just click a button in the morning, you're logged on, you can get your work done,
Yes.
and there's no faltering, there's no question, there's no
I
crash,
know.
there's no crashing, and we just get on with it. It's really good.
Yeah, I know we love it because I love FlexiDesk as well because I use it every day and I'm really satisfied with that and I'm happy.
Yes.
So, and the last question for you, would you recommend FlexiDesk, our service, Syntech, for other NGOs?
Without doubt, without doubt, it is the best service we've ever come across. The company is second to none. The workforce at the company are dreams to work with. They're also kind and friendly and understanding. And some of our volunteers won't mind me saying this when I say that they weren't very IT literate when they started, but FinTech have been patient beyond belief with some of our staff in getting them up and running.
Thank you so much, Penny.
And back at you. Yeah.
Yes, love. Yeah, it was all for today. Thank you so much, Penny. Below
You're more than welcome.
yes, guys, below we will attach the link and you can know more about the second chance and the page where you can donate and to know more about the donation. And Penny, thank you so much for trust, for sharing your story. It was really exciting. It was really amazing. Thank you so much for your time, for opens, for today. And we wish you all the best. We wish you all the best. Take care and have a great day.
And you and give our very best regards to all the staff. Okay. Take care. Thank you.
I hope you really like this video. Thanks for watching us. Don't forget to subscribe and as always, with love. Your Syntech family.